Hooked on Pickin here. We are here for today's live auction unboxing. We've got a lot of really fun things. I'm seeing some cool brass stuff, some jewelry, some Harley Davidson items, some really old Simpson stuff. I didn't even see that. That was cool. So we've got a lot of really fun items today on today's live auction reveal. You're going to get the opportunity to be able to send us reserve bids. So just a reminder, we're starting all Friday auctions at 11 a.m. now. 11 a.m. Central Standard Time is when Friday auctions start, but you can have the opportunity, because you're watching this video, to send in reserve bids. So if you love that amazing figurine and you're like, hey, $20 for that figurine, you email it to us at hookedonpickin@gmail.com, and that is in the description below right now. It's also in the, I'll put it in the chat here as soon as I walk away. And I'll put it throughout the stream so that you know that. You can send in the reserve bid, and then we will respond back to you if you are the top bidder or if you've been outbid. Watch that thread, because if you get outbid, we'll send another email and letting you know. So you may be the top bidder for a while, but then someone might outbid you, and we'll let you know. You have up until 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is an hour before our live auction starts, to send in and reserve bids and kind of battle via email that way. And then we start it on the auction at that bid, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Sometimes you win it, and sometimes someone outbids you, and you can even be on the live and go ahead and bid that one up from there. But you're making sure it goes, your favorite item goes for the price you want it to. All right, thanks so much for joining us. Let's go ahead and look at the stuff.
Yes, thank you, Heather. Very well said there. All right, I've got a couple of different pickers been going on. I've got 3 on today's sale of different treasures they found. Some things my Uncle Jim found there. He's been starting to go out there. I think we're going to sell these birds. They're candle holders there. You can probably tell what that is. And I'll probably sell this as a set, the green bird and the pink bird there. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Like, where is this? Well, it's the auction is going to be right here on this YouTube channel. Right here on this YouTube channel, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. You just come to the YouTube channel and then you can bid. Penny, if that helps you there. It's not like a location you go, because we've got people all over the country and all over the world that will bid. So it's pretty nice, and a really nice community of people to get to know there. Those birds are cute. Absolutely there. Again, any question you want me to stop, slow down, look at it again, let me know. I think this is this, let's see, it's a peanut. Is it Lucy? It's not Lucy, right? Who is that on the peanuts there? It's Hallmark. Who's the blonde little girl in the peanuts? Somebody knows there, but cool pink car. And it's a Hallmark one there, little snow globe there. Really nice little cat in the back there. I believe that's a Nesco. I think so. Yeah. No, Lefton. It's Woodstock? I don't think it's Woodstock, right? Woodstock was the bird, right? Sally. Sally is the name. There you go. Lucy was the only one stuck in my head, so it's Sally is the one there. To diet or not to diet? That is the question. That is a phenomenal Boyd bear right there. I like that. I like the little frog fishing here for you. Is that a frog or turtle? Check the back there. I think it's a frog. Fishing there. You got 3 little horses there. They're not briar horses, but they're well done. So I thought they'll look nice there. Neat little box here. This has a signature on it. It has a signature there of Mary H. And then, make sure this lid doesn't come off here in my hand. Right there. Mary's Crafts. Mary's Crafts. So, if that means a little something more to you, there you go. Nice little dish. Little trinket dish there. On the heart there. Now, these here are actual arrowheads. Most likely, knowing where my uncle was able to get these, most likely where these are from are probably Cahokia tribe. We live close to St. Louis, and there was the Cahokia tribe was close there, so you can still go to Cahokia mounds. You can't dig on the mounds, of course. That's a special place now, protected place. But all of the farms around, oh my goodness, they were huge, a huge tribe of people. And so almost every year people can go out even to the fields around me, and they just walk the field roads, and occasionally you'll find an arrowhead. These are pretty nice though. So I got 2 that are there. They're a little padded and protected there for you. And then this one is neat that my uncle was able to find. See that in there? That's also an arrowhead, but I don't think it's Cahokia. Ozark Indians. Ozark Indians. It was found in northeast Arkansas. Northeast Arkansas, but a nice little arrowhead in there. It's smaller, but nice. Got a little display there for you. So if you like to collect arrowheads, got something there. And if you want to see one of the biggest arrowhead collections I've ever seen, go to Branson, Missouri. Go up to, I think, is it called the Ledges, Heather? What's that place? What's that place, Heather, called? She gone? Yeah. Oh, she's gone. So, it's the same guy that came up with, what's that sport place? Hunting place. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, there's a place in Branson that has just a ton. They have a museum, an Indian museum, and it's the most arrowheads I've ever seen in one place. Really nice. This is all wood here, kind of a moose head. I like that. It's just a wall hanging there, but cool wall head. Bass Pro, yeah. The founder of Bass Pro, Johnny something, right? He built something in Branson. Heather and I have gone there twice. She would know exactly what it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but The Rock or something? I don't know. But neat place. The note says Osage. Osage? Oh, I think you're right. I read Ozark. Is that Osage? Osage? Maybe. Might say Osage Indian. Chess set here. It's the Simpsons chess set, complete in the 10. That's kind of neat. These are getting to be more vintage, as Simpsons have been around forever. Okay, I'll show you the second level of stuff that Uncle Jim found for you. Here's a complete set. It's the Woman's Day Encyclopedia of Cookery, volume 1 through 12. Volume 1 through 12 there. A little bit more on the vintage side of things. I'm going to guess, what do you figure, the 60s, right? Maybe 70s? I'm just looking at the artwork here. Let's see if I can come up with a date. Let's see. Do we have a date anywhere on these? Yep, there we go. Copyright 1966. 1966 there. That's what it is. Reverend Dr. Shirley Belk, you got it. You nailed it. It's Johnny Morris, founder of Bass Pro Shop, created Top of the Rock just south of Branson. That is a fun place. You can rent a golf cart and drive around. Beautiful picture spots and waterfalls. You get to drive through a cave, and we took the kids to it. Heather and I think we enjoyed it more than the kids did. It was more look at museum stuff, but if you like looking at museums. But then you can go to the museum. It is cool. You should check it out. If you have teenagers, they may not think it's as cool, but I thought it was cool. Heather and I nerded out for a while. We've got a whole bunch of different, the Boyd Bears? Yep, Boyd Bears and Friends. So you got the little girl there. You've got the lady doing the hairdresser. Got the hairdryer. Guy in a boat. Just kicking back inner tube. I think he's in an inner tube there. Digging through honey. And playing the piano. Some very talented bears we got there. This is a vintage brass piece here. Look at that. That looks really neat. Like that. Made in India. Another piece that he picked up there. I thought, yeah, let's give that a shot. That might be... Somebody might really like that. It's got a cool look to it, I think. Quite large. You can see it's a little bit bigger than my shelf area there. And then just a few bottles that he had there. I know occasionally some of the bottles are better than others. I don't really know what's good and what isn't good, but there's this bottle here. It's got a cork. Here's one. I think this is a bicentennial bottle. 1776 to 1976. And then I have another little bottle there. It's got a little That might have been for vinegar or something of that nature. But got 3 bottles. A lot of times what people do is they just bundle them and say, hey, I'll go $20 for all 3 of the bottles. And that's how the reserve comes in. Any question that you have, let me know. And anything that you want me to show you again, let me know too. Now we're going on some things that Dad found for you. And the majority of it is what Dad found. Mickey Mouse, the record case. The record case, no records in it, but there is the case. So a lot of the vintage Mickey's a little harder to find. So there you go. If you're looking for the record case, we got it there for you. Got a little mini doll there for you also. And then I've got some first issue porcelain ornaments there. You got Mowgli and Baloo is the first edition porcelain ornaments on that. And then I've got from Pocahontas was also the exclusive first issues of these ornaments. Is it Miko ornament? And then I also have Pocahontas herself. And then I have exclusive first issue of Simba. I know they're ornaments, but still, they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Usually Disney sells all year round on that stuff. And some really neat figurines. Check these figurines out there. I believe that's an Esco from 1982. What is the year of Mowgli? Let me go back and see if I can find a year for you. It says first issue. Give me 1 second. I think I see it there. 1996. It says has inspired the Jungle Book has inspired the first issue for the porcelain ornament. There you go. Comes with a number certificate of authenticity inside the box there. There you go, Brooke. 1982 on that cool unicorn and the lady there. This looks like a really neat little figurine there. I like the way they did her dress on that there. It looks nice. Can you take them out of the box? I think it'll take me a little longer to get them out of the box, Rose. I'm going to leave them in the box the way they are now. But they're supposed to be all good inside there. I'll show you on the auction tomorrow. And then, because I'm kind of one-handed right now, James and a few of the other guys are on the roof currently. You'll get to see on Saturday's video what they're doing. So, cool little dog figurine there. And then I've got a Longaberger basket here. Longaberger basket filled with some different little trinketies. Here's a copper piece there. Little box. Little trinkety box there. You got a bee and ladybug. Little figurine of skates. And then we showed you this on the jewelry auction too. That's the Harley Davidson helmet. These are pretty expensive. It's got all the hardware for it there so that you can talk to people and listen. It's got everything you need for that there inside of it. And I'm trying to see if there's like a number for the helmet. I thought on the back side there was a little bit more information. Just number 1 there, Harley Davidson. There we go. If you take them out of the box, they'll lose their value. Okay. Snell approved dot. I don't know if that's helpful. It's the Ultra Jet. There we go. That probably helps you. Go ahead and look them up if you want to. Harley Davidson, the Ultra Jet. Ultra Jet helmet. It's got the little visor and everything that goes with it there. And it's set for you to talk with people and listen to what you need to when you're out riding. We saw a big motorcycle group today. It's a beautiful day today. And they were riding by the store. Helmet is extra, extra large, Dad says. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me go down here now. I'll start with the top thing. A lot more of Dad's stuff here. Beautiful green. It says water on the side there. That's neat. It's got some measurements. Water, and then it says juice on this side. And I've got some, looks like Norman Rockwell. Yep, Norman Rockwell, but Coca-Cola themed, all in their frames there. Thought these look neat. And then you got, these are the wooden frames, very similar. These last two kind of match. I do have like a little wear on the bottom, but I think they were meant to look that way because they were sealed in plastic, and I took them out of the plastic and they still look that way. So I think they were meant to look a little bit more aged. So, and I think it adds to the look. I think it looks right that way. Oh, good, Marsha, good. I'm glad that question got answered. And then I've got these little trinkety boxes. They come with their original sale box there. So all of these open, and they're neat little trinkets. And then let's see here. I've got the Master Key chromatic pitch instrument there. There you go. I got the red stone. It's a red stone. It's an actual stone, shape of a heart there. It's kind of nice. Love the purple cow. I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see one, but I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than be one. Okay. Well, there was a little saying. And it's a gravy boat. It pours out the mouth. And that's what you need. And this is kind of a neat piece. I've seen ship in a bottle before, but there is a chair in a bottle. How in the world did they do this? I don't know, but here's who did it. Oop, turned it the wrong way. R.W. Wilkins, Bowden, Georgia. He built a chair in a bottle, everybody. And that's amazing. I got a birdhouse. A nice little wooden birdhouse there for you. I got a turtle. This is cast iron. It's a big one. Dad's got a $40 reserve to start with that guy. So he was in high demand. I bet the purple cow is a creamer, not a gray boat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, creamer sounds better, doesn't it? Very good. Beautiful plate there, American flag plate. I got bookends. It'd be great for a cabin or something, wouldn't they? Got the boat and the fishing stuff and everything. So you got some bookends there. There's a neat little piece here. Let's see if it says anything on the bottom. It says Japan. It says Japan on the bottom there. Neat little pottery piece. I've got the apple, grapes, and pears. That'll probably sell that as a set there. It's kind of nice. Just wall hangers. There you go. Coming on down, I do have a whole bunch of cookbooks. I got to figure out how to sell cookbooks. Dad brought me like 40 cookbooks. So, but this one was, I thought, a really nice one. Betty Crocker New Picture Cookbook. Very good. And then Cooking with the Pioneers, Recipes and Remembrances, something Christian Church, IPOVA, something. Real Lemon Recipe Collection. Got a lot of cookbooks that would be, church cookbooks and American Legion cookbooks, things like that. Could you go back to the Love Bug with Trinket Box and show it again? Oh, here we go. There you go. There it is there, Love Bug Trinket Box. And that's what it says there. Release number 107, the Love Bus. See how it'll open on the box there. So this just pops open. There you go. No problem, Donna. And then let's see, a couple more Longaberger baskets. This has got a cool eggs in it. Whole bunch of little egg collection. So I'll keep the eggs in the basket there for you. And then we've got another Longaberger basket there. It's got some ornaments. What else does it have? Looks like some Scrabble pieces. So little trinketies there for you in the basket. And then Dad found a whole bunch of Legos. We've got them bagged up here for you. I've got 4 big bags of Legos. We got to reserve at $20 a bag. Legos are expensive nowadays. Holy cow. So, and these are some of the older ones, because that's part of the big boat that they used to have. So, but just a whole bunch of Legos. Those big gallon bags, or I don't know how big the bag is, but it's a big bag. Okay, coming over here, we've got some more Coca-Cola here for you. A couple little Coca-Cola trinketies there. We've got a whole pewter set here. School's out, report card, first day back, hard at work. Those look neat there. Little pewter pieces there. I got this basket here. It's a nice basket, vintage basket. It's just got all kinds of vintage in there. You got enamel, you got matchsticks, whole bunch of random little things like that. So you get you that vintage basket for sure there. Let's see if I can pick this up without moving things too much far around here. There you go. A little bit more enamel pieces in the bottom there. Where is the American flag tray made? I don't know. Let's see if I can get that out of there and see. It's almost a sure bet to say China, but who knows? Home interior, crafted in China by Home Interior, and Home Interior's address is Texas. So there you go. So exclusively made for Home Interior. Let's see if I can put that back there without breaking it. There we go. There you go, Kurt. Let's see here. A whole bunch of Coca-Cola signs down here, or Coca-Cola trays down here. So a lot of them, I've seen a lot of these. I don't see this one as much. Seen this lady. Nice oval one there. Seen that longer lady there. So just a good collection. If you're going to get into collecting Coca-Cola trays, this group right here is like your traditional group to see. Yeah, that one's a little harder to find. I've seen all the other ones though, but they'd be nice. They'd be nice, and they're in really good shape and condition too. And they're not repops; they're actual. They look good there. A couple more Coca-Cola things. You got the Coca-Cola, the talking mug. The talking mug there. See, does it still work, the button? Probably not. Probably needs new batteries. But you got the talking mug. And you got the Coca-Cola alarm clock. Coca-Cola alarm clock still in the box. People go nuts for Coca-Cola, so there you go. A couple more Coca-Colas. Now, this is repop. You can almost tell by looking at the metal. Stop for a pause, go refresh. So you got a Coca-Cola sign there. You got a Coca-Cola bubble blowing polar bear ornament there for you. You got a Coca-Cola 6-pack cookie jar still in the box. Looks nice. A lot of these things probably have never even been out of the box. People buy them and just put them on their shelf for collection. And then I got a really cool piece. Check this out. That is a Harley Davidson 2003 Fat Boy telephone. It's an actual telephone. I've sold one of these before once, and it went really high. Really kind of a cool phone to be able to have, and it's just a nice display piece too. Comes with the original box. Box has a little wear, you can tell here and there, but that's something you're going to want to display though, especially if you're a Harley guy or gal. There you go. That's neat. And I've got this piece here. It's kind of a Christmas village-y kind of piece. Oh, something fell over there. I don't know what fell. But kind of a neat piece there. Trying to see what brand it would be. The original Snow Village. It's the NASCAR Cafe. The NASCAR Cafe. Well, that's kind of neat. There you go. Yeah, I think we got about 48 thumbs up. Thanks, guys, for doing that. On that there. Now we're up to 50. Hey, thanks. Other neat things. This I thought was awesome. This actually works. Dad had plugged it in. We were listening to music with it. The dancers actually dance. And let's see, how do I open this again? Look at that. I don't know what you call it. It's like a record player, but these are metal. So, and it's got several. You got 5. Looks like you got 10 different little metal records to play. And I will try to plug it in on the auction so you can hear it. Sounds beautiful. So just a neat little piece. Neat little piece. It's unique. Here's a little pottery piece here. I think it's made in USA there. Handmade in USA. It's Casey Pottery, Marshall, Texas. Put that there. I thought this was neat too. This is Mexico. Love the green in that though. Little toy, probably somebody got as a souvenir. Got a nice cross there. Prayer changes things. I've got nice cookware. I don't think this has ever been out of the box either. Still had styrofoam and everything. 10.5-inch enamel cast iron skillet. And some neat pottery here. This one, I believe, has a name. It was number 2 at an auction one time. There's the number 2. But you see there's a signature there on this piece. That looks nice. It does have some wear here and there. But still a nice piece. And then look at those guys. To me, those look really cool. There was a tag on one of them that said Nippon, but I don't see a marking on it. It says hand painted. And then that says Nippon, which usually meant, if I'm remembering right, it would have been Japan before World War II. Would have been something, usually you would see Nippon on those. I think it became a racial slur, but it wasn't then. And a cool egg. This has got some weight to it. And to me, the birds are matching there. See? I bet you these pieces went together in the tops there. I'm going to guess they went together. So, but I don't have any other marking on them. But they do look neat. Got some weight to them. Here's another basket filled with random trinketies. You've got a Days Till Christmas. Neat little sign there. You got some other enamel pottery. This looks like a tea kettle. Kind of a vintage tray down there. So just some neat stuff. Lot the way you would see it at an auction. Just kind of all bundled into a box like that. Here's another brush and mirror set there. Kind of a neat little vintage set. Got some really pretty crosses there. You got John 3:16 on that larger cross. What are these? These look kind of like Hummels. Are they Hummel? Yeah, Hummel Club by Goodwill. So I've got six little pieces there. Got a nice little pottery piece there. That looks nice. I like that. And a nice little tray with mother of pearl in there. Deal. And I'll come back down over here. Got some more figurines. Got the girl, I think it's Denim Days girl with the bear. Grant's Farm, that's close to St. Louis. They must have done a figurine set at one time or another. Grant's Farm is President Grant. Shortly after Civil War, he became president. You got the no, I call them birds. Cats. These a Nesco, maybe? I don't know. They definitely go together. What's that say? Japan. It says Japan on there. Nice white cat figurine. Now this is beautiful. Look at this. These are, I believe these to be glass. They might be stone, but I think they're glass. I've seen stone trees, so it might be stone, but you can manipulate all of the leaves and whatnot. So, and this feels stone here too. It doesn't feel resin, it feels stone. But really a pretty piece, a big one too. Like I've had smaller ones, but this is a really larger piece, this tree here. So, but beautiful. And you never have to water it. I've got some bookends. Looks like somebody welded these beautifully. Very heavy bookends there. Steel bookends with the trees. It looks nice though, doesn't it? And then I've got, I think you probably saw on the picture, Dad found all kinds of Native American art, but they're big. See how big that thing is? Here's my hand holding on to that. So that is really cool. Cool look to it. Bookends are done with a plasma cutter. Wow. So you got the Indian brave hunting the bear. Look at this guy. Boom. And this feels so soft. So soft. There. Look at the eyes on him. Did well on the eyes. I have to bubble wrap the living snot out of this. I hope we've got enough bubble wrap. Basket. I've got the basket there. I think the basket looks right with the... almost looks like this guy is he's carrying a backpack or something. But there's nothing in the basket, just a cool basket there. And then we've got, here's a figurine piece there, Buffalo Hunter, going after the buffalo. So pretty neat there, riding the horse. You've got two other Native American pieces there for you. It's got the eagle there. And let's see, got the shield there. Really large pieces there. And then we've got this that's on the, might be a buffalo skull. It was the way they were going. Could be just cow, but I think it looks neat. Heather, could you tell us what days and times are for the fire sales unboxing times? I keep missing them. So, yep. Every Monday and every Wednesday we have fire sales that start at 12:30 Central Standard Time. 12:30 Central Standard Time. And then the auction starts at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Friday. Friday, the auction starts 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Friday. So, unboxings are usually done at 5 o'clock unless otherwise dated. So, now these are some things that Debbie found for you. Look at this piece here. I like that. Mine had a lid to it at one time, but just a really neat little tray there. I'm going to pick it up and see if there's anything on the back there, on the bottom. Yep. Says there's that wave crest. Wave crest. So pretty piece there. We've got a nice little picture here. Nothing on the bottom. I already looked at that one there, but still pretty little white pitcher. Almost goes with that too a little bit if you wanted it to. Got 3 little Pyrex bottles here. I'll probably sell all these little Pyrex bottles all as one money. And then got a whole bottle collection there. Probably were perfume bottles, you figure? I think a lot of them would have been. I got one little guy here. I think he's a Williamsburg, Virginia. Heather and I still want to go there. Japan one day. Might be a trip we take when the kids are all gone. And then we've got a wooden turtle. I think he's a box. Yep. It's a ring box. Ring box there for the wooden turtle there. Got a very neat jar there. I think it's kind of looks like a cookie jar style. Or just pottery jar. Nice. A large white vase. It's kind of neat. I've got, could you move those boxes there, please? I've got a neat little, what do you call that there? For vinegar, maybe? Might be. Could be for a perfume. Something, but it's got a pour style to it. Could be anointing oil, too. Looks neat. Here's a neat set. You got salt and pepper and a couple of different bottles there also. For you there. How tall is the pitcher? It's not very tall. I'm going to say it's probably about 9 inches tall. This pitcher is not very tall. Yeah. I learned to see the sales on box 2 hours earlier than the times. Yep. I got a white fan. Sold a whole bunch of these kinds of fans before, but they are pretty. Got a lot of Harley Davidson stuff on today. I got a Harley Davidson bag. It's their 2010, was it something meeting bag? Summer dealer meeting bag. With a set of the Harley Davidson coffee cups. A couple more sets here. We got a set here of these neat little Sailor's Farewell. Little coffee mugs. Got this one. This has got the mustache there. What's that one say? Vienna Woods, fine china. Neat little piece in the back there. Pretty scene. That blue and white pops. I got no marking on it there. There was something there at one time. You can still see the glue for the label, but metal lid here. That little glass jar. And I gotta probably do this as a 3 set here. This was probably for powder right here, this little jar. And this would have been for your hat bobbins, your hat pins. But I'll probably sell that as a 3 set there so I don't break up the set. This is a crystal bowl and absolutely beautiful. Looks like a candy dish, doesn't it? You could eat some cereal out of that too. Got a 3-piece set there. That's a pretty color. I think it's just threshold, but it's still pretty color there on that. Got one of the nicest premium saltine cracker tin you ever want to see. Usually they're all rusted out, but that one's like in beautiful graphics there. I got a watermelon cookie jar. Watermelon cookie jar with watermelon salt and pepper shakers there too. Boop. I can put that back. Give me 1 second. There we go. Got a couple of quail figurines on wooden bases. Nice. And then I've got another set of the canisters there. Really pretty nice little green and floral canisters. People love those. Love this. Paperweight that's got, looks like a kind of the ocean scene / fishbowl kind of feel to it. And it is a bowl. You could put a candle in there. You could do all kinds of things in there. Very heavy. Very heavy. It's just straight glass. Looking on the back side of it or the bottom side of it, I don't see any name on it there. But just really pretty piece there. And then we got a chicken there. Everybody needs a chicken. Good old chicken there. Little chicken teapot. Another beautiful dish there. I think this does say something on the bottom of this one, though. Let's see if I can pick it up without breaking it. Bavarian China, Germany. Nice dish. And then we get the service for 2 coffee, hodl, and warmer set. Hodly? It's neat. And then you have a little candle that'll go down there. Keeps your stuff warm. With the original box. That's kind of neat. And I believe I've got some carnival glass pieces there that Debbie's got there for you. All this will be on the auction tomorrow, along with random mystery boxes, mystery items, some jewelry items, some other things. I've got a guy that's out picking probably right now. Whatever he comes and brings back to me, I'll probably put some of those on for mystery. But a lot to be able to get through, a lot of fun for you. I hope you'll enjoy it. I hope you join us tomorrow. Here comes Miss Heather. She'll be coming as we kind of keep going back down the aisle here for a second. And if the auction isn't your thing and you just want to have something to unbox, we have plenty of mystery boxes. We built mystery boxes for you. And so you can go to, we have a mystery box section. You can go to the mystery box section and buy to your heart's content. Here comes Miss Heather. I think she hears me. She's coming this way. And there she is.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Go ahead and send your reserve bids to us at hookedonpickin@gmail.com.
Will there be an unboxing today?
Yes, 5 p.m. You'll get an unboxing. It's a really fun one, too. So we've been having a lot of fun because we got all our college help back. And so we just have a lot more people around when we do our fun unboxing. And so definitely join us tonight for our unboxing and see what we show you. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. And, of course, remember, in the end, Jesus wins.